From iShowSpeed nearly getting a heart attack and calling for help.
Nah, hell no. Oh God, he hacked my. I'm about to call the police, bro. This nigga's hacking my. He just hacked my piece. Now,
To literally saving someone's life.
Leave him alone! Leave him alone! Fuck off!
Here are all the times streamers had to call 911, starting with when Neon caught an actual psycho. Number 11. Neon and Ed Matthews. Neon and his crew had set up a sting operation, catfishing a grown man who thought he was about to meet up with a 15-year-old girl. But instead of a teenager, he walked right into Neon and Ed Matthews, standing there, ready to expose him.
How many weapons? What are you talking about?
I think he's bricked up. All my life he's bricked up.
Hands in the air right now, bro. Hands in the air right now. You've just come to meet a 15-year-old child.
Why you mean a kid, bro?
What do you mean, why you come to meet a 15-year-old? We don't need no ID.
Why you mean a kid, bro?
What the messages? We're about to call the police.
The second they revealed it was all a setup, the guy's face turned ghost white. You could see the regret hit him like a truck. He froze, scrambling to come up with an escape plan, but it was too late. He had just walked straight into a trap.
Look at these messages. I'm outside. That's me.
Bro, this is all you.
No, you're shaking, bro.
Why are you shaking, man? I'm 15 years old. I am 15 years old. Man, why are you trying to ruin children? Why are you trying to ruin children's lives?
You a brother doing this? What the f? You a brother?
That's when things got dangerous. Dude went from panicked to straight up aggressive. And out of nowhere, he pulled something that looked like a weapon. Neon and his friends had zero time to think. They sprinted for cover, diving into their van. Neon's heart was racing. At that moment, they realized this wasn't just content anymore. This was real. One wrong move, and they might not make it out alive. The only option left was calling the cops.
What's wrong with you? You stupid ugly. You're f***ing dirty. You're not shooting shit. You're not shooting shit.
You can't test anyone like that, it's scary.
Bro, he was pump faking, gang. I know, I can see that shit. I go to that shit every day, gang. He was pump faking.
Yeah, no, he's right. We can't be yelling out here. We need to wait for the cops.
When the police finally arrived, Neon and his team wasted no time breaking everything down. They explained how the guy had been grooming minors, sending disturbing messages, and planning this entire meeting.
So he's arranged to meet a 15-year-old child, asking for pictures of his ass, send a picture of his face, and they met up in person right now, and he tried to assault.
You asked them to catch predators.
Where are you guys?
We should catch
Predator
predators.
Alright, do me a favor, just stand for a second.
Yes, sir.
100%.
With the decoy.
Thank you guys so much. You can stay here. Decoy, stay with us.
Stay with us.
My name is Ramon.
Eventually, the man was arrested, and while that should have been the end, it left everyone shaken. They weren't just exposing a predator, they had almost walked straight into a nightmare. If this guy had backup, or if he was part of something bigger, things could have gone completely sideways. At that moment, it was clear. Calling the cops wasn't just the best decision, it was the only decision. But if you thought this was insane, wait until you see what happened to this next streamer who was battling against time. Number 10. iShowSpeed. iShowSpeed has had some wild moments on his streams, but nothing could have prepared him for this nightmare. One minute, he was just doing his thing, and the next, his entire screen got hijacked. But not just any hack, his own stream started mirroring back at him, like some horror movie glitch. That's when it really hit. Someone had taken full control of his PC.
How does he know I'm streaming? How does he know I'm streaming?
Hand in hand, truly.
How does he know I'm streaming? Read it!
For a guy known for his loud reactions, this was the quietest he had ever been. Just sitting there, frozen, staring at the screen as if he was trying to process how deep in trouble he really was. Because if this hacker got into the wrong files, that could mean total disaster.
Oh my god! Oh my
God! Why does he know I'm streaming? How?
For you.
How? I'm about to call the police. I'm calling the police.
Speed wasn't about to wait and find out. Grabbing his phone, he called 911, urgently trying to explain that his entire system was under attack. His voice had that rare mix of panic and anger, because this wasn't just some random internet troll messing with him. This was real.
Cannot live inside my code. You always see in moments. Oh, we'll make some new in
I had this guy. He's in my computer.
for you.
Can you please get in contact with the cyber attack in 4.3?
And just when he thought it couldn't get worse, it absolutely did. The hacker wasn't just messing with his PC, they were actively digging through his files. Speed realized they were after something far worse: his personal information. His address, his private data, everything was at risk. At this point, he was practically begging law enforcement to step in before things spiraled even further out of control.
For the cyber attack, this 4.4. Cyber attacking, please. Can you please transfer me into the cyber attack?
What's going on, sir? Please explain to me what's going on.
It's not a physical emergency, but somebody is cyber attacking me. Right now, somebody is in my computer and cyber attacking me, and they're trying to come to my house.
What exactly is going on?
I played this game, and they're like in my computer.
But the real panic set in when Speed saw the hacker still pulling data. It was a race against time. If he didn't stop this breach ASAP, his entire life could be exposed. And let's be real, this wasn't just about some files. Once your personal details are out there, there's no undoing it.
And
To relax and tell me
lots
exactly.
of fun that
Somebody,
can do.
I know somebody's in my he hacked I don't know. He knows he hacked me. I played this game and he's like, yes, screenshots of my files and stuff.
What's the name of the
Speed did everything he could to lock down his system while staying on the phone with the cops, but the damage was already done. His heart was racing, his chat was in chaos, and all he could do was hope the authorities would handle it before it was too late. And just when you think this was the worst thing that could happen to a streamer, well, the next guy came face to face with a biological weapon. Number 9. Ice Poseidon. Ice Poseidon was just chillin', filming an outdoor video, when out of nowhere, a dude casually walked up and dumped some mystery liquid right on his head. No warning, no reason, just straight disrespect.
You live in Adelaide?
Yeah, I've been living here.
Oh, what the hell? What is that? What did he pour on me?
Now, if you know Ice Poseidon, you know he's not the type to just laugh it off and let it slide. The man instantly recoiled, looking disgusted, then switched into fight mode. Without hesitation, he took off running after the guy, determined to teach him a lesson.
Because it smells like shit.
It literally smells like shit. What the
Bro,
fuck
what are
is
you
that?
doing, bro?
Alright, hell, chill, bro. Don't do that. Chill. We just want to know what you poured on me.
What is it?
Well, I mean, it smells really this time.
While Ice was still processing what just happened, his friends weren't wasting any time. One of them caught the guy and put him in a solid chokehold. Talk about instant karma. It was a whole scene. Ice fuming, his boys restraining the guy, and everyone trying to figure out what the hell just got dumped on him. At one point, they even joked about it being acid, but the man wasn't saying a word.
In his head, would he get fucking sepsis?
Yeah, hold on, hold
What
on.
did you pour on him?
Yeah, just say it. What did you pour, bro? Because if this is poop water, then there's
He needs to get like a
that's-
fucking tetanus shot or something. You need to tell us what you fucking did.
Then, reality hit Ice like a truck. Whatever this mystery liquid was, it smelled horrible. Like, we're talking fresh out of the sewer levels of stink. And the worst part, it had gotten into his mouth. Yeah, let that sink in. At this point, Ice wasn't just mad, he was disgusted. Who even does something like this? He demanded answers, but the guy stayed silent, so Ice hit him with a solid threat. Either confess or deal with the cops.
Poop water, then there's a good...
To get like a fucking tetanus shot or something, you need to tell us what you fucking did.
Yeah, I could get AIDS or something, bro.
Put your head down, of course I got...
No, it's just...
You're not moving until you say what fucking happened.
I mean, if it's poop water, I have to call the police.
The cops are
I mean, it smells like sewage.
What is it?
No more playing around. Ice pulled out his phone and called the police, making it clear that he wasn't about to let it slide. He wanted the guy's name, the full story, and some serious consequences. I mean, who wouldn't? Getting doused in some random liquid by a stranger midstream? That's next level messed up.
I'm out here to do it, bro. If you didn't care, you'd just stay at home.
I'll ask him. The police is asking for your name.
He's not cooperating.
He's not gonna say it.
He's not cooperating.
He's just shaking his head. No, he's not. No.
How is there no cops on this beach? Got a little martial arts going on right now.
When the cops finally arrived, they took the guy into custody. But the most unsettling part, he wasn't even sorry. He just sat there with a smug grin like this was some kind of joke. If Ice hadn't reported him, who knows what he would have tried next. Some people really don't think before they act.
You want to take over?
Can do.
Alright, there you go. I don't think he's going around anywhere at this point. Yeah, no, he's fine. He's fine. We've just been lying here for about 30 minutes. No, he's fine.
Yeah, he's pretending.
Yeah.
His phone and everything, he's
Yeah, he
smiling a little.
But while Ice was straight up attacked, the next streamer made a reckless choice that almost cost him everything. Number 8. Jack Doherty. Jack Doherty's livestream took a wild and unsettling turn when a shirtless man, accompanied by a dog, strolled right into his property like he owned the place. Jack had seen this guy hanging around before, lurking a little too close for comfort. But this time, the uninvited guest decided to make things even weirder by walking straight into Jack's yard, completely ignoring boundaries.
Bro, what are you doing?
Getting my glasses, bro. Chill.
Bro, why are you jumping my gate?
I was getting my glasses.
Where?
You're... Bro.
Bro, what are you doing?
Bro, you're... Bro.
Why did you jump my gate?
Bro, I forgot my glasses, dude. Just...
On my property?
If that wasn't creepy enough, the guy casually dropped Jack's mother's name in conversation. That's when things went from weird to straight up terrifying. This wasn't some random dude who wandered in by accident. He had been keeping tabs on Jack. The fact that he knew personal details made it clear. This guy had been watching him for a while. Jack's initial discomfort quickly turned into genuine fear as the stranger refused to leave.
He literally just said Brando's name. Then why are you jumping the gate at my house and with your dogs when you're trespassed from here?
I don't know.
And where's your other dog, bro? You came here with two. There's only one left. Like, bro, and you're letting him drink mud water.
Realizing that the situation was getting out of hand, Jack did what anyone would do. He called the police. But as soon as law enforcement got involved, the intruder suddenly changed his whole act, pretending like he had done nothing wrong.
Okay. I just got back. And we saw him on the way back.
Can you come talk to me?
I don't think I've committed any crime.
Just go speak. Yeah, just come
So we can figure out. I don't think I have to. I mean, I'm just here minding my own business.
Good day.
But Jack wasn't fooled. The guy wasn't just some harmless trespasser. His behavior had crossed into dangerous territory. And, to make matters worse, when the cops arrived, he showed clear hostility toward them too. Had Jack not called for help when he did, things could have escalated into something even more serious.
What crime did I commit? What crime did I commit? I didn't do anything. What did I do?
Right now you're detained, alright?
Jesus Christ, you guys are gonna get sued.
What's going on,
You guys are getting sued.
Alright, that's fine.
That's fine. You're gonna lose your job.
Okay.
Now, dealing with someone creeping around your house is already bad enough. But what happens when a streamer walks in on a violent crime while live? Number 7. Sherwin. Sherman was casually live streaming on a quiet street when things took a horrifying turn. Out of nowhere, he spotted a man getting absolutely brutalized, kicked, punched, and left gasping for air on the pavement.
What's going on? Hey! Oh, is he getting attacked? Whoa, leave him alone! Leave him alone! Why, don't come! Leave him alone! Leave him alone! Leave him alone! Fuck off! Call the police! Fuck off! Fuck off! Leave him alone! Fucking leave him alone! Leave him alone! Police! Call the police! Call the police! Call the police!
Now, most people in that situation would freeze, maybe panic, or just run the other way. But not Sherwin. Without even thinking twice, he rushed in. He didn't care about his camera, his viewers, or even his own safety. He just knew he had to stop this before it was too late.
Whoa. Get out of the road, man.
Call the police, call the police.
Okay.
Call the police now, man.
Whoa. You okay? Fuck off.
Call the police, man.
I'm calling the police.
Call the police.
That guy fucking was punching. They were kicking. He was kicking him.
Hey, G! Why you running?
He tried to curb stomp him.
The attacker wasn't expecting that. The moment Sherwin intervened, the guy hesitated, probably realizing he was now on camera for the entire world to see. And that was enough. The attacker took off, and Sherwin immediately turned his attention to the victim, who was barely holding himself together after that traumatic experience. The attacker looked back just to see if he could tackle Sherwin, but at that point, people had started gathering, so he had to run.
Hello? Hi, someone got attacked on the road.
No, call the police now.
I'm calling the police.
Well, help me. Leicester Square now. Leicester Square. What's your recording, bro?
At this point, Sherwin had no other option but to call the cops, because there was a chance that the man could return and harm them. He probably had some kind of weapon too, so to protect him and the victim, Sherwin immediately called 911. He also kept trying to calm the man down while still keeping an eye on the street, just in case the attacker had second thoughts about running away. Now, just imagine if Sherwin didn't call 911 and stop the man. That victim could have been in a much worse situation, maybe even dead. This was some real-life superhero level intervention. But as terrifying as this was, trust me, it doesn't even come close to what you're about to see next. Number 6. Fauzi. Fauzi's stream started off as just another typical night, him chilling in his hotel room, talking to chat, when suddenly, everything took a sharp left turn. His phone rang, but this wasn't some random call. On the other end was a stalker. The man wasn't just threatening Fauzi, he was going after his family, hurling insults, and then, the final straw. He disrespected Fauzi's mother. That was it. Fauzi snapped. His entire demeanor changed in an instant. He started pacing, gripping his head, screaming into the phone, and even went as far as threatening the man with a knife.
He just called my hotel room. I thought he called to apologize. I put it on speaker, and he harassed my family again. He said he's gonna dox me. He called my hotel room, actually. The hotel let him call my room. He knows where I am. I did threaten him. I said if he comes onto my property tonight, I'm sticking a knife through his chest. I'm slicing it down to his penis. He harassed my mother. I want this guy arrested. I want this guy sued. I have a video right now live of what he said live. You guys have the screenshot.
Now at this point, you'd think his security would step in and do their job. But instead, Fauzi was left wondering how the hell his stalker even managed to call his room in the first place. He was livid. He called out his own team on stream, ranting about their failure to keep him safe. This wasn't the first time something like this happened either, and he made it clear someone was getting fired.
I fired another guy named Nick, and I said you could work remotely for like minimum wage. Let me ask you. No, let me see. I'm teaching them a lesson. Hello?
But it only got worse. The stalker called again, and this time, Fauzi lost it completely. He wasn't just angry, he was unhinged. In front of thousands of viewers, he dared the man to show up in person, calling him out, practically begging him to face him.
You like getting fucked in the ass? You like getting fucked in the ass? You like getting fucked in the ass?
Hey, me right now, come to my hotel. What hotel are we at? You got your gun? Hey, what hotel are we at? Say it out loud.
Realizing that the situation was spiraling out of control, Fauci made a desperate decision. He called the cops. But here's the catch. He knew they wouldn't take him seriously unless the situation sounded life-threatening. So, in a last-ditch attempt to get help, he faked an emergency, screaming into the phone that he had a gun to his head, demanding an urgent police response, a full-on hostage situation alert.
Send the fucking cops. Send the cops. There's a gun to my head right now. There's a gun to my head. Help, ma'am, he left. Ma'am, he left. There's a gun to my head. Help, get them. Help, bye. Ma'am, Intercontinental, what's my room number? Help.
When the cops finally arrived, they expected to find a life or death crisis. Instead, they walked into an hotel room with the streamer who had fabricated the entire emergency. And let's just say they weren't exactly thrilled. Fauci scrambled to explain himself, insisting his life was in danger and that they needed to track down the stalker.
This is serious. This is real serious. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. Wallahi, this is not a YouTube prank. This is nothing. My life is real. My life is like a movie. Okay. I swear to God. This guy needs to be arrested tonight. Tonight, I know his address. He gave me his address. He's somebody. You know what he said? He said that girl, I went on a date yesterday with a girl. I fell in love with her, whatever.
But then came the moment no one saw coming. Fauci, already on edge, lost his temper again, except this time, it was directed at the police. He started yelling, throwing insults at the very people who could have helped him. And just like that, his chaotic night took an even wilder turn. The cops weren't playing games anymore. Instead of chasing after his stalker, they slapped the cuffs on Fauci and took him in. His streak cut off just as abruptly as the madness had begun.
You guys are dumb as fuck, man. You guys are literally dumb as fuck. Oh, y'all. Hey, record this. Security! Come in here now! Yo, for my protection, come in here!
And if you think this was insane, wait until you see what happened when a streamer went face to face with the police. Number 5. Vitaly. What started as a normal live stream turned into pure chaos when Sam Frank, Neon, and Brad found themselves face to face with the police. Midway through their stream, things took a sharp left when Vitaly allegedly orchestrated their arrest, directing law enforcement straight to them. But that wasn't even the wildest part, because that's when the girl in their car decided to take things to a whole new level. She spun an insane story, claiming that Vitaly had assaulted her boyfriend and that he was the reason the cops even showed up in the first place.
Stay there.
Move back, bro. Just you can record for protection, but just move back.
So my boyfriend's a streamer, right? So this guy's who also, I don't know who the man is. I think his name's Vitaly, who might have called you and said shit about me, but
wait one sec, Sam.
Basically he approached my boyfriend asking him for an autograph, trying to basically mock him, and he was like kind of pressing him in a way where he was like, oh yeah, sign this girl's pictures, it's my...
But she wasn't done yet. Oh no, she doubled down with an even crazier claim, now accusing Vitaly of attempting something inappropriate with her boyfriend. But instead of making the situation better, her wild accusations just made everything messier. The cop listening to her rambling didn't seem the least bit amused, and honestly, who could blame him?
I know, but the security literally had to step in between all of us because he was trying to, he got on his knees to try and suck his dick, sir. He was like trying, I'm just saying, that's the thing, we have the video and clips of that too. I don't understand like why he tried to approach a situation like this, because he was in the wrong.
She kept piling on more accusations, now saying that Vitaly had vandalized her old home and even stolen content from her OF account. At this point, it was clear she was just throwing things at the wall, hoping something would stick. But the officer had heard enough. His patience was wearing thin, and he looked visibly fed up with her ever-growing list of complaints.
He actually came to my old house and vandalized it with spray paint. So when we let that go, we didn't call the cops. There were no charges pressed. There was no police report. We let him go, and he actually damaged our property, and we had to lose our down payment on the house because of that. But nobody called the cops, and he wants to call the cops now.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm not.
I'm sorry.
Realizing that her accusations weren't getting the reaction she hoped for, she had no choice but to backtrack. With the situation spiraling out of control and the risk of not only her, but also Neon, Sam Frank, and Brad getting dragged into trouble, she finally swallowed her pride and apologized to Vitaly. It was painfully obvious she thought she could talk her way out of the mess, but in the end, her flimsy excuses fell apart like a house of cards.
Ever want to disrespect anybody like that ever again?
I can't even afford the pictures, so I'm sorry.
Okay, can we make this actually professional, please?
She's admitting she made a mistake.
I actually did make a mistake. I don't.
You apologizing for her?
No, but I
need you to say, I'm sorry, King Vitaly.
I'm sorry, King Vitaly. I'm so sorry, sir.
And judging by how big of a liar this girl was, I'm pretty sure Vitaly had no other choice but to call the cops, so she apologizes. But for iShowSpeed, calling the authorities was his only option to save his career. Number 4. iShowSpeed. What started as a regular Omegle stream quickly turned into one of the most terrifying moments of iShowSpeed's career. Everything seemed normal until, out of nowhere, a man appeared on the screen and lunged towards the camera. In a split second, it looked as if he had detonated an explosion. The horrifying visual left Speed completely frozen. His usually loud, energetic aura disappeared in an instant. His face drained of color as he struggled to process what had just happened.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Before Speed could even catch his breath, another unsettling figure popped up on his screen. Still reeling from the disturbing scene he had just witnessed, he now found himself face to face with something equally terrifying. The creepy encounter left him visibly shaken, his usual animated reactions replaced by absolute disbelief.
I just see somebody down on Omegle! I just see somebody down on Omegle! I just see somebody... Yo! What the f?
At first, it seemed like just another creepy encounter on Omegle, but things quickly took a turn for the worse. Speed realized his account had once again been compromised. No matter who joined the chat, the same sinister figure kept flashing on his screen. It was as if this person had infiltrated his stream, lurking in the background of every interaction. That's when the panic truly set in.
Yeah, my fault. What the fuck is going on? Ah! Bro, move, bro. Get your sticky ass. Bro, move, bro. Bro, move, bro. Who the fuck is...
Yo.
Bro, what the fuck is going on with Omegle, bro? What's good? No, some real.
The situation escalated further when another random participant joined the call. But just as Speed tried to make sense of it all, the door behind this person creaked open, revealing the same unsettling presence peering from the shadows. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, the hacker hit him with a heart-stopping jump scare, nearly pushing Speed into a full-blown panic attack.
Behind you! Nah, what the f*** is going on?
Yo, how are you?
Yo, shut your black ass up. Nah, yo, who is that? Ah! Oh my, yo, bro, nah. I'm gonna have to call the police. Bro, what is this? Bro, are you fake or real? Yo, it's the same person.
With the terrifying incidents happening back to back, Speed knew he had to act fast. He had no clue what this person was capable of, and the relentless invasion was getting too much to handle. This wasn't just a simple prank. This was something far more sinister. Realizing he was completely out of his depth, Speed did the only thing he could think of. He grabbed his phone and dialed the 911, hoping the authorities could step in before things spiraled any further out of control.
It's you! What the f is wrong with you? Hello? to call the police, bro. This nigga's hacking he just hacked my piece. Now I'm calling the police, bro.
911, what's your emergency?
And while Speed had to call the cops midstream, he's not the only one who found himself in a situation like this. Number 3. Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat was just trying to have a chill live stream in his room when suddenly, loud noises started coming from the other side of the wall. At first, he brushed it off, but as the volume cranked up, he realized what was happening. Phantom and the crew were throwing a full-on party in the next room, and they were not holding back. The music was blasting, people were shouting, and Kai was struggling to focus on his stream. It was impossible to get a word in.
There's a good. Oh my god, this nigga is loud! Can you hear him? Check, can you hear him?
He tried to keep things going, interacting with chat and pushing through the chaos, but at one point, the music got so loud that he couldn't even hear himself. That's when Kai hit his breaking point. He realized Phantom and the rest weren't gonna tone it down anytime soon, and honestly, he had had enough. Instead of controlling them, Kai went for the nuclear option. He straight up called the cops. Yup, he picked up the phone and told the police that his neighbors were making ridiculous amounts of noise. And just to make sure they took it seriously, he exaggerated a little, claiming that around 50 people were partying and causing complete chaos.
This is the ugliest fit! This is good!
Gang, a little like water. Hold on, real
Bro.
The cops started asking him standard questions. Was this a common issue? Was it the first time they were this loud? But Kai was done explaining. He just kept insisting that they send someone over ASAP and shut it all down.
Chat. I'm trying to play dress to impress, bro. Bro, I'm trying to play dress to impress.
Meanwhile, chat was having the time of their lives exposing Kai. Word spread fast, and before long, Phantom found out what had just happened. And let's just say he was not happy. The moment he saw the messages flooding in, he lost it, calling Kai a snitch and a rat. The funniest part, Kai didn't even try to negotiate with them first. He went straight for the authorities, which caught everyone off guard. To confirm whether it was true, Phantom sent Ray into Kai's room to catch him in the act. But plot twist, Ray flipped sides. Instead of reporting back, he switched teams and stayed in Kai's room. This betrayal hit Phantom hard, and he immediately started yelling, "Deported" at Ray. That's when things really escalated. Phantom and the rest of the guys stormed into Kai's room looking for him and Ray. But by this time, they were already hiding. Once they were finally found, the guys dragged them out and actually started hitting them for calling the cops.
One! What? I would not wear this! Two, I would not wear this. This is a 2. I would not.
And if you think this was chaotic and uncalled for, then wait until you see who was left fighting for her life. Number 2. Ginny. What started as just another live stream quickly turned into a real-life horror movie when Ginny noticed a masked man lurking around her. At first, she tried to brush it off as a coincidence, but the longer she walked, the more obvious it became. This guy wasn't just passing by, he was circling her like a shark, sizing up its prey.
Over here. But where? No, this leads somewhere else. The guy in dark coat, oh, he's there. He's there.
Trying to shake him off, she made a quick stop for coffee, thinking maybe he'd lose interest. But when she stepped back outside, there he was, standing in the same spot, only this time, he was waving at her. That's when it hit her. This wasn't just some awkward social encounter. She was being stalked. She really freaked out, but also knew that she can't show her fear to the man, or it will give him the courage to actually walk up to her.
That guy's still there. That guy was following us. Why is the guy following us? Whenever I looked at him, he waved.
Minutes turned into hours, and the masked man showed no sign of leaving. Ginny kept her camera rolling, hoping for the best, but bracing for the worst. The man wasn't getting tired of walking behind her. He was constantly there like a shadow, and after hours passed, people in the chat started getting worried for her safety. Her chat was blowing up with messages telling her to call the cops, but she hesitated. He hasn't done anything, she said, as if waiting for him to cross the line before taking action.
Dial 110 and call the police.
Well, is that like appropriate moment to call 110? Because he has been following, yes, but he hasn't done anything.
One of her viewers, however, wasn't willing to wait and took matters into their own hands, calling the police for her. By the time the officers arrived, the situation had reached a boiling point. Ginny rushed to them, explaining that this man had been trailing her for over 4 hours. Whether he was just an obsessed fan or something far more sinister, no one knew. But one thing was clear, that viewers' quick thinking might have just saved her from a nightmare. Even the cops were surprised at why she waited until the last minute to take action.
Police officer. Oh, well, I think someone called police. Go tell the cop. Should I go tell the cop? Okay, let me ask. Okay. Thank you. Stop following. Can you tell him?
Ginny's experience is terrifying, but unfortunately, she's not the only streamer to deal with something like this. Number 1. Neon. What started off as a normal night quickly turned into a nightmare for Neon and a girl trapped inside a van, surrounded by a group of robbers. The girl, completely shaken, started begging Neon to lock the doors, her voice trembling with fear. The tension inside the van was thick, and both of them knew this was no ordinary situation. And the worst part was, they didn't even know what was happening outside, or when it was safe to finally take a peek and see if they could go out.
But he's well known. What the fuck? Close the fucking door, close the fucking door. Close the fucking door, lock the fucking door. Lock the fucking door. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that, Mikhail? Mikhail, what the fuck was that?
Realizing they had no way out, Neon reached for the phone, panicked, and dialed 911. His voice was urgent as he told the operator that they were completely surrounded, with nowhere to go and no choice but to wait for help. The cops told him that they were coming, but even waiting felt like a punishment to Neon because the men could have barged into their vehicle at any moment.
We can't. Just please, we can't drive away. There's no driver.
There's no driver, and we can't open. Is it open? No, it's not open.
They're black with masks on. Just please come.
They're wearing black.
Oh man, just please come.
I'm calling Kane.
We're gonna send the police. I
Every second that passed felt like an eternity, and the silence outside was just as unnerving as the chaos inside. Neon knew he couldn't do anything, and the girl was really losing her cool, freaking out and constantly telling Neon to do something. Security footage later revealed the terrifying truth. This wasn't a random mugging. Multiple men had swarmed the van, their movements deliberate, their goal clear. They weren't just looking for quick cash or valuables. They were after Neon.
Company's well known. What the fuck? Close the fucking door, close the fucking door. Close the fucking door, lock the fucking door.
The minutes dragged on painfully slow. The robbers showed no sign of leaving, standing just outside, watching. Neon and the girl could do nothing but sit tight and hope that the cops would show up before things got worse. But as time passed, the realization hit. Help wasn't coming anytime soon. They were still trapped, still being watched, and the only thing keeping them from total panic was the locked doors between them and the men outside.
Kill those kids, bro. Fucking pieces of shit, bro. Why are the cops not here? I called them fucking 10 minutes ago. That was the scariest thing I have ever seen in my fucking life.
He said turn the stream off. He said he's hurt, bro. Turn the stream off.
Now, the cops did eventually arrive, but by that point, the nightmare had ended. Still, being saved by the cops might be cool, but who helps a streamer when they take a disability live? Or when the camera captures them being violent? Click on the next video to the time streamers broke character live.